Thanks a lot, guys. First, I want to go through the family pictures that everybody does. So that's my wife. That's from our prom picture. We've been together since we were pretty much kids in high school. That's us about 50 pounds later. Here's our daughters, Madison, Mallory, and Michaela. And like she said, that's our babies, our family. Real big into sports. They go to Coronado. My oldest one now is in college. Middle one, she's a senior, and my youngest one's going to be a freshman this year. That's my oldest one last year, and that's her from track and college. That's my middle one. And you can see the pictures get better. These are the ones that Kevin took at the championship game. So you can see the difference in pictures. That's my youngest one, who's going to be a freshman this year. What we like to do besides sports is we love the outdoors. We like to go quadding, like to shoot guns, like to camp, all that stuff, and like to travel a lot. So let me get that one off real quick and we will be coming back to some pictures in just a sec. There we go. All right. So a lot of people ask what we do in Primerica. So one thing I want to let people know is, as you know, that we do a lot of things. I don't just do life insurance, but as far as B&I, what I do is life insurance. So we're founded back in 1977 with 85 people. Now we have more than 6 million clients in the United States. We're the largest independent financial service reps in North America. Here's some of the companies we work with. So besides the insurance part, as you know, we do a lot of investing. So when you talk to Mike, so from some of the big companies, they'll do like the 401k plans. So Mike will go in and do like, work with Voya. We work with MetLife, AXA, Lincoln Financial, Franklin Templeton, and Invesco. So that's why people ask, why don't you guys do a lot of advertising? Well, we let all of our sponsors, all of our people we work with do the millions of dollars of advertising. And one thing we also do is we work with Legal Shield. So Joe is so right that you guys have to talk to him, and everybody definitely needs that. So if you have not set an appointment with him, definitely do that. That's one of the first things you do, especially being business owners. So back to some of the finance stuff, and then I'll go into life insurance. So one of the things that you talked to Mike about is the 401ks for the big ones, but for some small companies that can't afford those, somebody like Mike would come in and do the investing for all the small employees. So it's at no cost for the employer, but also it's an added benefit for your employees. So what he talked about a little bit earlier, I'm sorry, but this is a little bit different. So we do a financial needs analysis, and this is what we do for the life insurance part. So we don't just throw a number out there. So what we do is we sit down with people and find out how much debt they may have and how much income needs to be protected. So one of the parts is we sit down to see how much more, if somebody was to pass, how much of the mortgage needs to be paid, if they have any credit cards, any car payments, any kids going to be sent to college. So we sit down, we put all those numbers together, and that's how we come out with a number. We don't just sit down and say, oh, you're a business owner, okay, you need $1 million, you need $2 million. That's not right. That's that financial needs analysis that we sit down and do with people. There's some more investing stuff, I'll just go through that. So and this goes back to what I was saying about the life insurance, and we do the term. And so the best thing about term is it covers you for a certain amount of time instead of for people doing whole life. One of the things we like to do is get people actually out of life insurance instead of having it for a whole life. So at a young age, people have a mortgage, they have kids, high debt, and if something was to happen to the mortgage, the income earner, it'd be devastating. Wouldn't you agree? So a part of the investing part that we would help, we'd actually get them covered for life insurance. Mike would help them invest their money. So when all those debts are paid off, then they actually don't need the life insurance. They have the investments to live off of when they retire. Here's a couple that we're able to help. And this is actually somebody in the Springs. So it's called an old plan, new plan. We had $190,000 on Jack, or he had $190,000 on him, $100,000 on Donna, and then nothing on the kids. And they're paying $125 a month. So part of that was group coverage, and part of that was that whole life, that I won't get into. But we see it all the time. Not having anything on the kids is horrible. A lot of people do the GoFundMes. So what we were able to do, actually, we switched them out of that, and we had $450,000 on Jack, $390 on Donna, $10,000 on each of the kids, and it went down from $125 to $89 a month. And we put that into just one policy instead of having two. 3 minutes? All right, thanks. So one thing I want to show, let me go back to some pictures real quick. is that's my dad. So this is at a volleyball tournament down in California. I went down there at Universal Studios watching my kids. And that's the next volleyball tournament my parents are going to. As of right now, this is my mom, she's trapped. My dad's on the other side of the car, dead. And so this is what the air ambulance took. So my mom was in a coma in ICU for 43 days. And so one of the big things for me is I was actually there with families who didn't have life insurance. I've seen people when the parents literally passed and they didn't know how they're going to bury them. So that's pretty much why I joined this company. We actually had to bury my dad while my mom was still in her coma. And one of the things for life insurance is, this happened in New Mexico. So they were driving up from Arizona to Colorado, happened in Mexico. And so I actually had to move down there for pretty much over a month. But we were able to, with life insurance, get her, able to fly her back when she was able. She had a 15% chance of living, and she made a 100% recovery, actually. And that's when she got home. That's it. That's my life insurance.